Here's how I have everything set up for a full Pro Glamour session. I have a complete brush set, and I have added all of the individual brushes as well. The foundation brush, the smudge brush, the concealer brush, and I think that's it. And so, also go ahead and you can include the compact cheek color brush. Since we no longer are selling brushes individually, you can use that for the contouring with the bronzer. I also have the, on the left-hand side, you can see that I have the samples ready to go in a little baggie that have the color card, a lip gloss sample, an eyeliner, lip liner, ultimate mascara wand, and a sponge tip applicator, although generally, as long as you're having them demo with the brushes, they don't need the applicator. I also have the Miracle set out for her to use quickly along with this Skinvigorate brush. We don't do the microdermabrasion because she's already did that at her initial consultation. And I know which formula to put out because I've already met with her once. And then you will also see that I have a gift with purchase out. I have lip glosses to do a lip gloss for listening. And I have a roll-up bag with all of my liquid foundation demos in them. You can see I use the little color dots for yellow, olive, and pink undertones so I can find those quickly and easily. And then I have my bags that include all of the other demo products that she will be using today. And then I also have a blank sales ticket for today's session, as well as her profile, her survey, and her sales ticket from when we met the initial time, and our All Things Glamorous closing sheet and my hostess packet. So Lauren, thank you so much for coming back over, and I'm really excited about our Pro Glamour appointment today. How's everything been feeling since we got together last time? How did your skin feel?
My skin feels so soft, especially from the micro brush, I think is what we call it.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. So yeah, and I do keep thinking, I know I told you last time that I didn't use a lot of makeup remover. Mm-hmm. But I keep thinking about it.
Yeah,
so.
You keep thinking, like, now it's in the back of your mind,
Exactly.
like, oh, that would be so great. Well, and I know that you also mentioned, you haven't always worn a whole lot of, like, moisturizer and things like that. So in the beginning, it was with the day solution and the moisturizer, it felt a little heavier than you were used to. After an hour or so, did that feel better, or did it still feel like more than you would generally want?
It felt a little more than what I would want, so I think that I would cut out one of the moisturizers.
Okay.
But other than that, I really liked how my skin looked and everything.
Okay. Okay. So then I know we talked about maybe getting you onto the moisturizer with SPF so that you're at least still getting sun protection.
Right.
And so let's try that today. Let's see how it feels without the day solution, even though, I think that's such a great product, but at your age and everything, I think you can wait a couple more years probably before you add it. And as you get used to having the anti-aging benefits and things like that on your face, you might get a little bit more used to the feel of it. And also going into the winter, you might notice that in a few weeks or so that your face can handle it a little bit more and might actually really want it and like slurp it up. So as the it's just the humidity kind of goes away.
Yeah, and you're not sweating as much from the hotness. And everything.
So we always do a 2+2+2 follow up, and so what that means is, of course, I touched base with you a couple days, after we got together, just to see how things were going. This is our kind of our next appointment, which is your follow up, which is your Glamour, and then every 2 months or so, we just kind of touch base. How are things going? How does your skin feel? Because it's not uncommon as the seasons change for us to need to tweak your skincare just a little bit.
Okay.
So that's not unusual at all to say, well, now I think I'm ready for a little bit more moisture.
Right.
My skin looks a little dry, or things like that. And then, of course, as we age, our skincare needs change too.
Exactly.
And so that's something that you're entitled to as one of my customers, is just that constant communication about what's working, what's not working. If there's anything that you're thinking, gosh, I really have some questions or concerns about my skin, that's what I'm here for. Is I'm just a phone call away. So, all right. So with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and do the same Time Moist skincare line that we did last time. We're going to do the combination to oily. And before we do that, we'll go ahead and remove your eye makeup. So of course we love eye makeup remover.
Yes. At first I was like, I don't need this, and now I'm like, yes, yeah.
You just didn't know what you were missing,
exactly.
Right? Okay, so since we did the microdermabrasion at your initial consultation, we're going to do it. We're just going to do that part. We're going to kind of quick and easy. However, you do get the opportunity for a gift with purchase with me today, and that is the little microdermabrasion mini. So you'll be hearing about that later. But I'm going to go ahead and give you some eye makeup remover here. All right.
Thank you.
And again, this is oil-free and water-soluble, so it makes it really easy to take any eye makeup off that is on there. It's also contact-friendly, so that's really nice, too.
I do wear
do you?
contacts.
Oh, you do?
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
So that's perfect for
yeah.
it.
Yes.
I wish I didn't.
I know, one more thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go get your brush ready. You get to use the Skinvigorate brush since this is your follow-up appointment. Okay, and here's our little trash bowl too. I forgot to put that out. So stick that there. And here is the Skinvigorate brush, and it has 2 speeds.
Okay.
So once you turn it on, then that button on top, you can do faster or slower.
Okay.
And this just makes your cleanser work that much better. It can be used with any of our cleansers, and it's going to make your skin about, I think it's 85% cleaner. They actually have done studies on just using your hands or a washcloth to cleanse your face versus using the Skinvigorate brush. It's really good for sensitive skin too, and acne-prone skin, because it's not going to irritate. It's not really harsh. Some of the
No, they're all really
brushes
soft.
out, yeah. So. And, oh, let me get your washcloth ready for you, too.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Here you go. And you can just use the washcloth to wipe everything off.
These are such little cool washcloths.
I know, aren't those great?
Yeah.
I know, I use them for travel and stuff, too. They're really good to have.
Oh, yeah.
We actually have washcloths that are a lot like that actually have the cleanser in them.
Oh, really?
So all you have to do is get them wet.
Yeah.
And use them. And I use that. I use those a lot when I travel, like camping or when I went to India and everything. It was like I could use it on my face, and then it was enough to actually like use on my whole body.
Right. Even like airports or long road trips.
Yeah.
There's so many times that I just want to like wash my face during that. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. So our little cleansing claws are really perfect for that. Okay, and then I gave you a little bit of moisturizer there. So this is the oil-free moisturizer that's for combo to oily skin. Very lightweight, kind of a gel feel to it.
This is the one I think I really like. Is the lightweightness of it.
And it actually absorbs oil throughout the day, so you'll be less shiny. I know sometimes people with more oily skin tend to avoid moisturizers because they feel like they don't want anything else on their face and everything. But this actually gives you the moisture that your skin still needs, but helps absorb the oil so you're less shiny throughout the day.
Nice.
And then I also went ahead and gave you a little bit of eye cream. And remember, we used our ring finger and just dot all the way around like a raccoon. Very good. And then even up and over the eyebrow here, like in between the eyes. Have you ever seen people that have like the line here and here? So that kind of an expression line there. So this will help to prevent that from happening, especially if you're in the sun a lot. That if you're squinting, if you. You said you wear contacts, sometimes like if you're not wearing your contacts and you're looking, you tend to do that. And so a lot of different things that can cause those lines. So that's why I go all the way around.
That's perfect.
There
we go.
Okay, so how does that feel without the day solution?
Good.
Okay.
Yeah. I like this one so far.
Okay, yeah. So I think what we would do is have you, again, just use the one with an SPF in it.
Okay.
Which is going to feel about the same, but it's so important that you have that sun protection. However, this does help with it too, and this is our foundation primer. So this has an SPF of 15, so it's not as much, but it's just going to help. And again, these moisturizers with SPF, they don't do everything that the day solution does, but at least you're getting sun protection. So, so you can use the foundation primer and just dot that around and basically start kind of at the T-zone and then blend out.
Okay.
And this is going to make your foundation go on smoother and last longer. It also just kind of helps smooth out any lines or any kind of like acne. It helps kind of smooth out the appearance of pores. It reduces redness to the skin tone.
I have a lot of
so
that.
It's really great.
That would be
that.